What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Screen Fiend. I'm Pam. We are watching another episode of Bridgerton. This is episode 3 of season 3. Y'all already know what happens at the end of this episode. This must have been a big episode because it was everybody's screen, like their thumbnail for their reaction channels or whoever reviews the show, and then social media just went crazy. TikTok went crazy. So again, I know what happens at the end. I want to see what led up to it. How did they come to that? And of course, the other stories that's going on with the season. You got Francesca. You have Will and his wife with their son becoming the Baron. Of course, we have Eloise and Cressida. Are they still gonna be friends? Are her and Penelope gonna make up? And then you have the Queen. Will the Queen actually give the diamond to Francesca? Because last episode she was like very curious about Francesca, because of course Lady Danbury, concocted a little plan for the Queen to see Francesca of who she is and not just judge her because she just walked down the aisle and just her little face is. So we have that last excuse me. So that happened last episode. What else happened at the episode? Not the big thing that happened at the end of the episode, but we had Eloise. See, Eloise found out what Colin was doing with Penelope, helping her out, and instead of her keeping that to herself, she told Cressida. And Cressida doesn't like Penelope, so why would you even tell her that? Why didn't you keep that to your chest? But she didn't. She told Cressida. However, Cressida didn't say anything. It was the other girls that were overhearing them, and they spread that gossip throughout this party and made Penelope super uncomfortable, and she left the party. And then, of course, we got at the end, Penelope asking Colin to kiss her because she felt like she would never ever be kissed. Ever. Which would have been hard to believe because somebody would have been out there besides Colin to like Penelope. But whatever, she got him to kiss. She got him to kiss her, and it looks like Colin at the end was a little interested. So we're gonna jump into episode 3. I am super excited. Let's go.
Colin.
Thank you for meeting me. I apologize for the late hour, but I had to see you immediately.
What is it?
Pen,
Is this a dream?
I've not been able to sleep. Not been able to eat. I can barely speak these days. My entire
Why she look so close in height to
him?
him? What is she standing on?
What?
What, Colin?
By our kiss.
I feel the same.
You've always felt that way. She is so dreaming. Or is it Colin dreaming? It's Colin.
Tell me one more time what precisely the Queen said to you, dearest.
Again, Mama.
She was splendid. She sparkled brava. I ask because it is important. If the Queen has truly granted Francesca her favor, she shall have her pick of suitors. It changes everything.
Who shall you dance with first, sister? Perhaps I shall go alphabetically.
How
My
convenient.
family? You slept late. Did I? Something keep you
Because
up?
he had a nice wet dream.
Not at all. I slept peacefully.
Well, I think Penelope is quite fortunate to have you as a friend.
Yes. She is, very good acquaintance of families, of course.
What? A
You
friend,
right.
Colin.
Never better.
Hot mess.
I do not think I will grow a belly when I'm with Chub. I've always kept quite an elegant figure.
Why are you two not in your
It
homes?
is the belly. It is the child itself.
What do you mean? Its little head and body inside me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Do not work yourself up. I am certain your baby boy will be delivered by a golden stork.
What makes you certain they will have boys, Mama?
A week sequestered in your room. You come down, you say this to me.
I noticed you've not been seen in society for some time. It's not pleasant to have Whistledown write about oneself, is it?
No. It is not.
It's quite harsh what she wrote about you. Unnecessarily so, I think.
Would have looked strange if Whistledown had not commented.
I fear it may have been my fault. The rumor about you and Colin got out, but you should know it was not intentional.
I would not reproach you if it was.
It wasn't.
I don't know about that,
Would you like to
Eloise.
come in?
Why would you
If
tell
need books,
Cressida?
that may be-
No. Thank you. I'm meeting a friend.
I always thought I was gonna take my wedding photos under a willow tree. It's just so beautiful. Look at me now. Never want to be married.
It's good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you as well.
We cannot continue our lessons.
Oh. I agree.
Good.
Just so I'm clear, what is your reasoning? Exactly? Is it because of what happened between us?
No, no, but I assure you nothing of the kind will ever happen again.
Of course. And I apologize.
But I apologise for asking.
I do not apologize.
You apologise?
Yes, but I...
Y'all are so awkward right now.
Whistledown has written about us. I have embarrassed myself and my family, and if we were to continue, I would embarrass yours as well.
Yes, that is very sensible.
In fact, it may be best if we keep our distance for now.
Oh, of course.
Why,
I must
Pen?
become serious about my prospects.
Prospects are important.
Prospects which have gone from very little to even less, but I must do my best.
Yes, you must. Yeah.
If anyone asks for me, I am not here.
Thank you, because, like, it's a no for me.
You should know.
Benedict needs a girl
I
like
spoke to
him.
Penelope.
Did you? What did she say?
I apologized for revealing the story about you two.
Oh, I see. Thank you for that. Excuse me.
Come on, Elle. You are very smart.
Are you enjoying your evening?
Are you in search of a new prospect to help you find a husband?
Good luck in both endeavors.
Oh my God. Why are people like that? Oh my God. It just, like, boils my blood. What is going on with human beings? What did you get out of that? A chuckle? Give me a break.
Good evening, Miss Featherington.
Good evening.
You enjoying the party?
Immensely. And yourself?
Rather. Besides the fact that I'm feeling a little like, well, prey.
So you've come to my hiding place.
You are!
Although typically only abject failures and social outcasts are allowed.
You're not
Oh my
taking a
God.
hunted man.
Unfortunately, I require all pity for myself, but I can offer you social contagion in exchange.
You must have done something truly heinous. I've foregone eating the flesh of dead animals, and they barely tolerate me for that great sin.
I have come to a decision as to who shall be my husband.
Splendid. And does this man know he is to be your husband?
Lord Debling.
Oh no.
The naturalist.
You say that was such
She's
surprise?
really gonna be mean
It's
to
only-
Penelope.
You do not seem to care for nature. Or for animals. Both of which are apparently his great passion.
I care very dearly for animals. I love a good fur.
Oh, I would not tell him that.
I do not trouble me with the details.
Was he not?
Ooh.
Oh, go on. Drink.
Drink it.
You cannot be in earnest. It smells of... Oh, rotted egg.
How old are these two?
So ridiculous. You both wish to have a boy, yes?
I'm gonna assume
You might
like
feel a little
2 and
pressure in
20
the
or
belly.
1 and 20, how they say it? 21, 22? This one didn't realize babies grew inside you.
Huh. It's actually not too bad.
Oh. Oh my God.
Chamber pot!
I did think it would be bigger.
My head don't hurt. All that hair.
Indeed. And now that you're feeling better, ready
I feel like I'm screaming.
Moment's notice.
I feel like I'm screaming.
What are they talking about?
Maybe she'll start liking her husband after all.
Enthusiast. Who knew?
I think Philippa and her husband are perfect for one another.
How are you?
I'm well. Surprisingly well. Colin Lord Debling has shown an interest in me.
You look that way at Stowell House.
Your lessons worked. I was feeling low. In fact, it somehow allowed me to stop caring so much about how I am perceived, and I was simply myself.
Do you feel some attachment to him?
It is early.
Those are treats. Those
He
are
does seem
treats.
to have
I see
strength of
cake,
character.
scones,
He is not unpleasant
those
to gaze
muffins.
Thank you.
What the hell is that, a cinnamon bun? Oh, look at him getting horny off of that.
Do I have sugar on my face?
No. You removed it.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Magnificent balloon, isn't it?
Have you ever ballooned before?
I have not. The places I favor are so remote, there will be no prospect of returning by the same means. No civilization whatsoever, really.
Oh, where the hell you go?
Is there some reason
Look
you're
at her
trying to
face.
escape civilization?
The
Philip?
match.
Oh, the pursuit of natural beauty, magnificent creatures, a place where my family cannot possibly find me.
Do you not get on with your family?
Trying to fit in with my family is like trying to force a camel through the eye of a needle. Rather than
Oh
string
my
my sides,
God.
I decided long ago to forge my own path, far away from them. If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Maybe.
Miss Featherington. Over here.
I do not wish to intrude.
Nonsense. I'm about to embark on another trip with no one but my crew. Surely you will not deny me the company while I have the pleasure of it?
Of course not.
Eloise, what's the name of that bird I was telling you I adore?
The Great Auk.
I am making every effort to prevent the great auk from being eradicated.
She
It
says,
is
don't
in
ask.
danger.
I know. It's so dreadful. Did you know they mate for life? I find that so touching.
As I have found a more durable and lighter fabric, it should enable me to stay aloft for over 2 hours.
2 hours? You know, a sailing ship can last all the way to the Americas.
And you can actually steer them. Steering or not, it seems they might make for useful vehicles to escape the eager mamas present outside.
My apologies. I thought you were...
A man? Why? Because a lady could not possibly have an interest in engineering.
Miss Francesca, Your Majesty.
Uh-oh. Is that
Miss
Brooklyn with the hat on?
I should like you to meet a great friend of mine. Lord Samadani has been living in Vienna, but I asked him
Oh,
to
he's
come
too
to London,
old.
specifically to meet you. He is a marquis.
My lord,
Miss Francesca, I have heard a great deal about you.
I hope I do not disappoint.
I am confident you will not.
6 or 7 months ago, I'd say.
Oh.
It's really windy.
He's a little odd, is he not?
He has singular passions, to be sure. But I do not believe there to be anything untoward about him.
Besides his untoward love for vegetables.
True.
I love
the
longer than
fortune
you.
he possesses, he can afford to be as singular as he wants.
Hold on to it. I don't know if you want to get on it.
I must feel your lips upon mine. You've never looked more windswept.
Is that a compliment?
Oh my God, Prudence.
How is my ensemble?
Miss Featherington!
Well done, Bridgerton.
Well, that was a thrilling distraction, was it not?
It was, honey, because it distracted me
good
from
thing there was,
talking.
isn't it?
Look at Cressida. She's pissed. You're doing a good job, Lady Danbury. Lady Bridgerton.
I believe this
What's
is yours.
that? Okay. Are they on the outside or is it still inside?
Mr. Bridgerton.
Oh, way too apart.
I am in awe of your heroism. Are you just listening?
Hell, he's walking with his sister. Beat it. He looking for his pen.
Looking for your other glove?
No. Thank you for earlier.
Some cannot help
Lady
me.
Bridgerton.
I am looking for my daughter.
Ah, I remember that feeling. Mine have all since flown the nest.
Oh, do they ever really?
No, I suppose not. Well, a nest is just twigs and leaves. It becomes a home when your children are near, which is always, as you carry them with you wherever you go.
Oh, that's sweet.
I do not believe I have seen you before.
Ah, Marcus. You are here. See, you have met my brother.
Your brother?
Lord Marcus Anderson. It is a pleasure to
Whoa.
formally meet you.
Oh,
Violet
her
Bridgerton.
last name is
Lady
Anderson.
Bridgerton, but out formally.
Now we know she has a brother. And her maiden name is Anderson. I'm glad they're revealing more of her. And ooh, what a little twist. Will there be a Lady Bridgerton and Lord Anderson together? Like when Lady Danbury was sleeping with Lady Bridgerton's father? Who is that?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Forgive me, I was simply...
In need of some quiet. I've been in search of it all night. Perhaps we can enjoy the silence together.
Maybe. Francesca's very simple. I do gather that from her. You like chocolate too, girl? I do too. I like them all though. All flavors.
Hello again.
How
I
old
am
is she?
surprised to see you here. After all, a ballroom is Mama's favourite hunting ground.
Well, in fact, I braved this nest of mothers and vipers to find you, and I had hoped to be able to properly receive an introduction. Benedict Bridgerton.
Oh, I know your name. It is on everyone's lips, as you and your brother were amongst the heroes of the day.
Oh, the balloon.
Lady Tilly Arnold.
Lady, are you married?
I was married. He died.
Oh, I...
Kind of like Lady Danbury.
So sorry.
Thank you.
Courage is within us all.
He is so distracted.
As long as we are honest with ourselves.
Do you want to
about
kiss
our
her
feelings,
again?
It is possible to do anything.
Lord Ebling.
Miss Featherington, any more encounters with wayward balloons?
Not at present.
If you'll excuse me, I'm fetching Miss Cowper a lemonade.
Lord Ebling.
Ooh.
I am afraid I have not been honest with you.
Pardon me?
But grass. I do not love it. I do not hate it, but I much prefer being indoors.
I see.
So does Cressida.
The person I was earlier today. I was pretending to be someone I am not. And I do not wish to do that anymore. It does not bother you that I do not wish to spend my time exploring the wilds of nature.
Heavens, no. If I only ever talked about nature, my dinner party invitations would cease altogether. I do not wish to court someone exactly like myself. I want to be with someone who knows who they are.
But not so different off from you. That's not gonna work.
Peculiarity, as I do, as I believe you do as well.
Oh, he gave Cressida's lemonade to... I know Cressida sees that. You know, I don't like that bitch. Yep, she sees it. Colin is so wrapped into what's going on. How nobody see that?
Have you seen Francesca?
I have not.
She's with her new chocolate drop.
May I ask you a question, Mother?
Anything, dearest.
As you consider suitable matches for Francesca, what do you hope she finds?
I wish for Francesca the same thing I wanted for myself. For Anthony, for Daphne. Passion, excitement, a love that is thrilling.
But I thought you believed the best foundation for
that's
great
not
love
real.
Indeed, I do. It is how your father and I began.
And how did you and Father know it was reciprocated?
Because he gathered the courage to ask.
Hmm.
Well, I hope if Francesca finds it, she is brave enough to ask the question.
She always catches it with her kids. It's so cute.
Finally free from your admirers.
What's going on?
Are you well?
There is a question I have been needing to ask you.
Our instincts.
You're not gonna do that there.
The innate animal impulse that is inside even the most sophisticated of us. For when all is
Colin,
said
you in
and
public.
done, our nature will always win out.
Snap out of it, Colin. Not there.
It's feathered. I believe it's time for our dance.
Oh, she's looking at her son.
Ever sick?
What?
As do I.
What is... Like, why do you down your sister? It's your sister. Oh, Philippa's pregnant. Okay, so that was episode 3. Right off the bat. Am I bugging? Because I could have sworn that crazy scene that everybody kept talking about was in this episode, and it is not. What is going on? Okay, so this episode was cute. Again, not a lot really happened. Of course, you see Colin, really starting to see Penelope as somebody that's just not his sister's friend or former friend, and somewhat of an acquaintance, as he likes to say, that Penelope is to him. You can clearly tell that his feelings are starting to develop. You see them going to some event. I don't know if that was like the Queen event or something, but they had like what do you call them, hot air balloons. I wonder if that's around that time. That's when they started with the hot air balloons. I wonder what their history is. I don't know why I think the history for hot air balloons was from France. I might be totally wrong. But anyway, you see, of course, Cressida and Penelope vying for Lord... I forgot his name. Lord's, whatever his name's, affection. I gotta say, I don't know. I feel like even though everybody talks down about him, how he really loves nature and he really cares for the animals and things like that, aka PETA from back in the day, they seem to have something in common and where it can blossom. And that might be a better match than him and Penelope because he's so grounded, it might ground Cressida. So I think that's a better match. Of course, we all know that he probably is going to get with her because Penelope gets with Colin. She marries Colin. What else did we see? Oh my God. So we have Benedict finding a new woman, and she's definitely much older than him, probably like around my age. She looks like she's like around my age. Of course she was married, but her husband died. What was her name? Lady Anderson. So we're gonna see how that develops. Is this just gonna be a fling for Benedict, or is he actually gonna fall in love with this woman? Because he's interested in her because one, she has a, I don't want to down the other women or disrespect the other women and not say they don't have a brain, but these women are very brainwashed into being like the wife and knitting or crocheting or whatever that they do and please their husband, and this woman is kind of outside of that, and that may really interest Benedict. But again, she is a widow, so I don't know if that's like appropriate. And then how old is Benedict here? If this is the third year, Anthony was 29 in the first, and I think he was like 27, 28. So he's about what, 31? So I don't know. If he doesn't want children, then maybe she is appropriate for him. But if he actually wants children, she's not going to be it. Even though we know women in their 40s can still have children, it just wasn't proper back then. You know, it's even now it's not really proper and popular, and people look down on it. Like, I don't have any children. I hope to have at least one child, but I'm in my 40s, and I would be like, oh, you an old mother. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work with him. It just might be a fling. It might be a fling where he falls in love with her, but she is just looking for a right now. You know what I mean? Nothing long term. Okay. Anything else that was, oh my God, Lady Danbury's brother. Wait, isn't their last name's Anderson? Their last name is Anderson, right? Their last name is Anderson. What was that lady's name? It definitely started with an A. I have to look back. Anyway, oh my God, Lady Bridgerton, Violet. She meets Lady Danbury's brother, and it seems to be a little bit of an interest there. He has children. I don't think he said anything about a wife, so we all don't know what happened as far as his wife goes. So yeah, I'm pretty interested. And it's funny because if they find interest in one another, or he starts to court her, or whatever, how it is when you're older and you're a widower or widow. I don't know how that goes, but if anything happens, it's just crazy because you guys know, if you watch Queen Charlotte, that Lady Danbury had an affair with Violet's father while he was married to Violet's mother. She wasn't unalived. She was living. So I wonder how that's going to turn out. I wonder if it's going to be a conflict where, because I don't think Lady Danbury knows that Violet knows. So I wonder if something happens where Lady Danbury is probably not okay with her dating her brother, but then Violet kind of like blurts out that secret that she's known all along. I really, really wonder. But that really was, I don't think there really was anything going on in this episode. Oh my God. I just want to talk about the Featheringtons really, really quickly. Because Lady Featherington and Lady Bridgerton and all the other mothers in this world. Sorry guys, my camera turned off. It was too high. So like I was saying, Lady Featherington, Lady Bridgerton, and all the women in this world, I know it's not proper to talk about sex, but it is your duty to tell your daughters just a little bit of information. There's no excuse. Did y'all hear Philippa? She had no clue. I don't know if it's because she's ditzy, but she had no clue where babies were like being held to grow before they're born. I mean, Prudence knew, but come on. And then the way Portia looked at her was just like, yeah, golden stork brings the babies. No, it is your job to tell her and get it straight. That is crazy to me that these girls don't know anything about sex. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Why is it up to the husband once they're married to inform them about sex? No, that is your motherly duty, just to give them a little bit of information, the basics. Anyway, so that, oh, and also it looks like Philippa is pregnant. Yeah, go ahead, Philippa, girl. But anyway, that was pretty much it that happened in this episode. What I thought was going to be in this episode might be in the next episode. I hope. I could have sworn it said, I saw somebody's thumbnail and it was a screenshot of that scene, and I could have sworn it said episode 3. I'm bugging out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel and you do like my reactions, definitely subscribe for more and turn on your notifications, of course. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo.